People are fasting for many different reasons. Imsak is a concept that transcends religion. Imsak, meaning abstinence, staying away from things, is done for many reasons. There are some people who do imsak for medical reasons. And they stay away from things, and there's the well-known physical condition of what they call allergies. And that is that the person is allergic to certain substances. And so if the person, for instance, is allergic to nuts, then they will search the ingredients of every product to make sure there are no nuts inside of it. Because when they eat the nut, their body reacts. So they do imsak. They stay away from that. Other people stay away from houses that have dogs and cats. There are many reasons why people abstain. In other words, you stay away from things. You specially protect yourself so that you don't engage in that particular issue. Right? This is the concept of imsak. There are other people who do imsak for political reasons. And they have what is called today in the world a hunger strike. And the hunger strike is usually done for political reasons, where people who are suffering in prisons unjustly, and they want to get their message out to the world, then they will abstain from eating and drinking. We recently saw this happening in Guantanamo Bay. So people will now literally say, I will not eat, I will not drink, I will take nothing. Okay? And then in some forms of hunger strike, they allow liquids. If you say you want to do a hunger strike, then they will literally have somebody who will come to you and explain to you the rules of a hunger strike. Because there are certain rules, there are certain things you can do and certain things you shouldn't do. Because the idea is that the strike should go for as long as possible. So if you started exercising and whatnot and sweating, your hunger strike would probably be shorter than somebody else who conserved their energy. So they got to tell you how to do the hunger strike. So they literally abstain for political reasons. There are other people who abstain from things for social reasons. Today in the world, the fashions are forcing many people to wear very tight clothes. Some of the clothing now, you can literally peel it on and peel it off the body. But the human body is not made to wear clothes like this. And so some people, when they wear these clothes, they don't look good, and their intention is to look good, and so they fast. They literally starve themselves in order to lose weight to wear the clothes. And they even developed a type of disease, or they isolated it, anorexia, where especially young females would literally eat food and they would vomit the food up because they wanted to be thin, because thin was the image, or is the image. So they literally throw the food up. And so this is a form of imsak. It's social reasons. In some religions, people, when they fast or when they do imsak, their intention is to punish themselves. It's to do a form of penance. So you have many different forms of imsak. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us in the second chapter of the Quran in verse 183, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, kutiba alaykumus siyam, kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. O you who believe, fasting has been prescribed upon you, as it has been prescribed on those who came before you, in order that you would gain taqwa. You would have the consciousness of Allah. So the reason why Muslims are fasting is not a physical thing. It is not a political statement, but it is to gain nearness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is to gain what you could call a type of consciousness. It's a spiritual thing. And that understanding, if people have this understanding, this will give you a completely different fast, because it's not just a physical struggle. There's something else that is going on. And that concept of changing the self, of purifying the self, coming closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, gaining this spiritual protection. And the ulama look at taqwa as al-khawf wa raja. It is like a combination of fear and hope, that you fear the punishment of Allah, but at the same time you hope in the mercy of Allah. And this develops a type of conscience. It's an inner strength, an inner quality based upon the connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is what we are striving for when we go through this experience of fasting. And in this part of the world, if we have the right understanding, then inshallah we can gain a great reward in this, and hopefully inshallah some change can come about.